Hello, everyone, and welcome on back, I should say, to It's Dangerous to Go Alone, Season 43. I am your head TO DJ, and I'm joined with War Queen, and it's time to get into Game 1! Alright, let's just get this started underway. We got Fair, Farah in purple, and one of them. And let's see. Well, looking at these picks, gonna see that the only backline that we're really seeing here is a Dynamo coming out from the side of Honorable Headache, which is, quite interesting to see. On Crableg Capital, has a lot of open spaces, like quite often use things like pencils, but with the reflux, the only player remaining, are they going to do anything? They get the double when they're so close to absolute nothing, possibly saving some grace there, but no, Rainmaker slowly making itself to the first checkpoint. Are they going to be able to clear it? They're just getting constantly fired, but Astro is going to be able to take them out, and now Cultured Confidence, their 3 players down in Honorable Headache, has a chance of getting it back. Getting up to the first checkpoint. They do go and clear that, and looking to maybe get a few points. That is going to give them the lead, and getting that Babbler to give them that bit of extra cover there. Maybe being able to grab that Rainmaker and make the jump 2 players down. Certainly is going to help that. They're going to get all the way down to 49, but now 2 players down a piece is going to allow them to keep things going, maybe end that push. Now they have picked up the Rainmaker. They are going to drop that down to mid. 2 players down again on the side of Honorable Headache, just going to allow them to get their Rainmaker all the way back to the center of the map. Dynamo going down there as well to the Rainmaker, and now they're looking at trying to retake this checkpoint, maybe actually clear at the time, and this time they did go through broken. We do see the restarter on the flank. It does get another sweet double. With one more player does jump out of there, getting out of range of that Rainmaker explosion. But getting that checkpoint cleared was certainly something they need to do, but isn't going to be enough for them to take the lead, as Honorable Headache picks it up once again and is looking to, they both have their strategies, they both have their routes they want to take. Honorable Headache likes taking the jump. Cultured Confidence likes taking the grates. Either way, both of them have their risks, and a wipeout is certainly going to allow Honorable Headache to get a lot of points onto the board, maybe even the KO right now, and get that KO straight on in to game number 1. What a great way for them to start the first round of the top card, also known as the semi-finals. And while we're waiting for War Queen to find their way and get their voice on back, we're gonna, I at this point, gonna take a little bit of a look at the maps that we're going to be seeing in this round. So first up, obviously we saw Crableg Capital and Rainmaker. After that, and next up, we're gonna be seeing Manta-Mahi Tower Control, followed by Mahi Zones, then returning back to the Skyscrapers on Crableg Capital Clams this time. And then to round out the set, if we get up to a game 5, because this is now best of 5 rather than play all 3, it'll be Undertow Spillway on Rainmaker. But War Queen, I'm hearing your specs of voice come through. Welcome on back to the lands of the living.
I can't tell you what was going on, but happy to be here. Glad to be coming for IDTGA 43 again. And yeah, our next map is Manta-Mahi Tower Control, which actually I would say is one I don't see a lot. So I'm not actually sure how it's going to go.
It's one I personally like, and we take a look at the weapons that people like to. They said they like to do. Maybe sometimes they like to lie about it a little and be like, I like playing. I like playing more than 5 weapons, and I'm like, okay, but beyond seeing what they like to put, we can see what they're actually going to put as we dive in to game number 2. Ignore what I just said there, as we see
a Stamper come out. And there's the Dynamo again. That Dynamo did a lot of great work in the last match. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Indeed, and also going to see the Stamper is gonna. Oh, you just said that. I'm deaf sometimes. I think on my own. You said it, and I processed it, and then I also didn't process it at the same time. But Reef Slider coming out very early from the reflux here. We saw them. They had made a lot of work last game on a Rainmaker, but now on tower control, when you don't necessarily have the tower, isn't necessarily as useful for that Reef Slider. But still, I'm really curious to see what they pull out here. 2 players already going down on the side of Cultured Competence. Make that 3. That's certainly going to allow Honorable Headache to get that first control, get that tower going all the way into the first checkpoint.
And we see that Reflux doing a lot of real good flanking work. Clears the tower to get out of the get out of the range. See if they can keep it on the checkpoint. And there it goes, past the first checkpoint.
Indeed. Dynamo over here looking at peeking over some ledges, looking at getting some picks. Are they going to get the one there? No, they are going to get taken out by the Stamper. And using that squid surge there to get that little bit of extra height. Unfortunately, no one was there for them to capitalize on that. They do have the Crab at the ready. Looking at getting some picks, but all the Sparction bomb to get that explosion. And what was that Reef Slider doing? Just went straight on over the tower. And now Honorable Headache looking to make yet another push. But now they're 2 players down as well. They're going to just maybe look at resetting mid, take a bit of control, use that Dynamo to really get a bit of control over the lanes on this map and see what they can do. And now we're seeing that the T-Techie is the only member left alive. Are they going to be able to make something happen? And they do get caught out, pinched between the Blaster and the Hero Shot, and that will be them going back to the graveyard. And now it does seem, going a little bit of going high to low there, getting a bit of distance and tactical. It does come out. Are they going to be able to capitalize that? Oh no, the tower does destroy. They would not allow anyone, but a Reef Slider trade is going to happen there. And with only 1 player remaining on Culture Commons, are they going to be able to stop the tower? They do get 1. Are they going to be doing anything else? They do stall it for enough time to allow their team to get a few more people coming in. But are they going to be able to stop the tower at all? No, they are not, as the goal has been reached. And the second game goes to Honorable Headache, putting them at match point. And, you know, they got a very clear domination on that second game. First game, you know, was a lot more back and forth. That game, Honorable Headache really put in the miles and did take that one home. And it was very interesting to see how they played some of those weapons. Like, you know, we mentioned the Reflux earlier, and they really were, like, it's not a weapon you often see A, people pull out, and B, actually slay, but really making use of how quickly their special charges up and just wrecking havoc with that Reef Slider, just constantly coming in and exploding that at a moment's notice and doing it from, you know, in a position that puts them at, you know, a really good way of doing it, because, you know, it's hard for people to get that used to with the Reef Slider. But now, game number 3, Mahi-Mahi Resort Splat Zones, probably the only acceptable variant of this mode, of this map, I should say. And it's just, I'm very much expecting 2 things to return. The Reflux, absolutely. Like, the Reef Slider is very useful. Dynamo, also very likely to see that get a return. I can hear you. Welcome on back.
Thank you. I don't know. I apologize very much. I hope everyone is still enjoying the matches. I do hope that Dynamo comes back. We've seen a lot of good synergy between them and the Reflux, and of course, there they go. It's gonna be. Yeah. I feel like this might be a really quick match with those 2.
It could be, but definitely an interesting change from the side of Cultured Confidence. They are going to go and bring out that 96 scale, and
that's the Kraken, isn't it? See if they can keep that in. And I just love watching this Dynamo work from the back line with that range.
Oh, work on indeed.
Oh, but looks like they got by the Stamper. who is taking some time to keep that ledge clear and keep Headache away from the splat zone. And they're already under 50. Wow, let's see if they can keep it up.
Yeah, Cultured Confidence.
Oh, here comes
really
Leaf
making a. Yeah, they're really making a change compared to the other 2 games that's been having in the set. Really just taking control. Like, yeah, their first 2 games they weren't in their favor, but now.
Headache can't get the cap, and so we're down to 20 seconds for Confidence. They might be able to pull this off.
They might be able to. Only 10 points remaining, but this player, they're trying to get zone, does
pick.
go into neutral. Are they going to be able to retake it, though? They're dancing over it. They're trying to get it.
Take it back.
Retake does happen from the
5
Cultured
seconds.
Confidence. Dynamo sends it into neutral. Are you going to cap it? No, they aren't. Get the spot into zone. But it's not going to be enough.
Not enough. Definitely not what I expected to see. But wow, good on Cultured Confidence to keep Headache from taking that game points.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, it does get us into a game 3. And I'm pretty sure if I got those teams right, I might be going insane here. But I'm pretty sure I
just a little bit.
Well, wait, let's be honest. Half the time I am going insane. I'm insane for running this tournament series. Period. So, you know,
I mean,
there is
everybody
that.
needs to have a hobby, right? Anyways, our next map is Clan Blitz on Crableg Capital, which, you know, Clan Blitz is always a fun one because it seems to be the one that always throws people off. And especially Crableg Capital, there's a lot of open space to jump down and just, you know, bypass a whole area if you know where you're going.
Yeah, absolutely. There's just, you know, we saw Rainmaker earlier that both teams liked taking their own unique routes to the checkpoints.
But Spillway is very weird with that, if you think about it. But Crableg, it really just funnels everybody towards the center, and those 2 overhangs right above the center.
Yeah, like there's so many. Well, like Rainmaker, right? You can clearly see where that Rainmaker is going to go. They've got a route. You have literally a glowing spot on the map, which you would have to be blind to not notice. I don't care if you are colorblind, you will be able to see that. It's not a color main screen, unmains, I should call you. But you know, Clan Blitz, you're down to your
Clan Blitz can change
individual
really
players.
Quick. Yeah.
Yeah, individual players. You're only really spotted if you got the football. And even then, it's quite easy to just be sneaky and hide that.
It really is, especially if you've got people who know what they're doing with Clan Blitz. You see, all it takes is one good throw and everybody knowing what they're doing to be right there, and you can go from 100 to 20 in seconds, honestly.
Yeah, it
so
is.
Let's see if we got anything new. We got a Sploosh, which I don't think they've had out yet. Doesn't look like a change from a Headache. So let's see if Confidence can either get another win and make it a tie, or at least keep Headache from winning.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that Sploosh definitely an interesting pick. Also going to be interesting to see that the Empire Splat Julius is going to come out, is going to give them that splashdown and a double splat coming out from the blaster, taking home Avalon and Nero, sending them back to the spawning pad. And now they do have that power climb at the ready. They're eyeing it off. Oh. They're trying to get through, but you know, Cultured Confidence, they've locked down that, but even still, one player just being able to break through, and with all the players either going back to their spawn by either living or dying, that will be the end of that first push.
And honestly, Headache can just keep it here and stop Confidence from taking any clams. Yeah, they could pull the win, but they just played really aggressive, especially this blaster, just non-stop. Let's see,
Aggression is their middle name. Getting another 2 splats there.
There's
getting
another splat from the blaster.
Another one to add on top of that, and players
Almost.
just going down left, right, and center on the
Oh,
cultured
finally gets got
confidence.
by the T-Tech. But the barrier's down again, and let's see if they can do it.
We will see indeed. More clams come on in. Some clams spawned right in front of the basket. Unfortunately, they're not going to pick that one up. Cultured Confidence going to sweep that one up. But Afro is up on top of the basket. They are going to get another few clams and they are going to get taken out, however. And that will be the end of that push. But they're all the way down to 37. And Cultured Confidence yet have get to score anything.
And then is that a new clam, or is that their clam they picked up from the basket? I'm not sure.
That is a new clam.
All right, well, let's see if they can keep it moving forwards.
Moving forward, putting on the aggression, hopefully looking to turn the tables. Seeing the shot here, just eyeing out, just trying to go through, look through ways. But with that dynamo, on that ledge, it's so hard to push through.
That's a lot of ink. That's a lot of ink thrown down. Are they going to lose that clam? Looks like they lose that clam. Ooh. Although the Sploosh has enough to pick up another power clam. Oh!
Unfortunately, going down right with the special. Another player going down with their special, the hammer there. And now, that's 2 players down on the side of Honorable Addict. Great defense there from Cultured Commons, even though they had those players that did go down on their own team. And all, we're seeing the shot here. They're sharking. But are they going to be able to connect? Yes, they are.
There they go. They get the clam.
Gets made. And they're looking up. There is the splashdown, using the wall to their advantage.
Oh, but it looks like he just got by the Splatana.
Indeed. Oh, and players just trying to... It's just being an absolute scrap fest in mid at the moment. Just players just going down left, right, and center, trying to get the turf, trying to get the clams, trying to get their specials. Going to see the blaster here again. Are they going to be able to do anything? They do get the big bubbler out, trying to give themselves a bit of space, give themselves a bit of opportunity. But with 3 bombs going in their direction.
On the outside edge of the bubble, too. Woo! Okay, let's see what we got here. Oh, they're picking up the pity clam. Let's see if that gives them a push they need. Oh!
Narrowly avoiding that Zuka. They saw their life flash before their eyes. And managed to stay alive out of that. They see the blaster over there. But are they going to be able to do anything about it? They need a push, but hard to do that when you got a blaster looking on your edges, looking to just zone you out. But the blaster does go down. Make that 3 players that go down on the headaches. Cultured Confidence now have an opportunity, but if they do, they have a long thing. The shot gets 2 splats. They hammer. They do have another, but they also go down to wipe out. Oh no, that was possibly. That was very likely their only opportunity at making a solid push now. And now,
especially with Dynamo right on their ramp.
Honorable Headache.
With the soda. Oh,
they
wow.
have so much control over the middle of the map. They have so much control over the clam economy. They have so much control. They're just waiting to get in close. 10 seconds. And with that power clam just sitting up there, Cultured Confidence being forced to sit back. That will be game number 3 to Honorable Addict, and they will solidify their spot in the grand finals. That Dynamo
on the ramp, and you're like, oh, you ain't gonna get anything past that. Whew.
Yeah, a Dynamo is a hard thing to get past, and you really need to get good coordination in your team and just get the right specials to properly counterplay against that. Great showcase, though, to Culture Commons. They did manage to take that last game previously, Mahi-Mahi Resort, from them.
Yep, it was a strong comeback. They just couldn't keep it up in the clan lists. We saw it there. They just couldn't get past Headache and get even just 1 clam in. Whew.
A great defense and also a really great offense we saw in that game. But that will be the end of the semifinals. And next up, it's the big bad boy. It's the big bad wolf. It's the grand finals. I'm excited.
See it.
You excited?
I'm excited. It's always great to watch these crazy plays.
Well, you'll have to contain that excitement for a few minutes as we get that set up. You're watching It's Dangerous to Go Alone, Season 43.
We'll be back.